We'll start at the 25. Carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
By K.J. Wright.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Dalton hands off to Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Schultz. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing, Dalton. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
A 1-yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Play 56, play 56. Come on, work.
Dalton here from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Left side to Lamb. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
14-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
And it'll be Dalton again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14. Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dalton. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
First and 10 for Dalton. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Check, check, check 41. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, 0-0-0.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Recovered by the defense.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the eye. Watch further.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
14. But it's now 3rd down.
Third and 2, now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Darian Thompson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
There you go, Ken. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Mike's 54. He don't know no better.
This is Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Check. Crunch.
So Dalton now. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cowboys 35. Seahawks nothing. Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Wilson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
To throw again on second down. Wilson dancing to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. 20. And caught left side, Olsen. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Greg Olsen, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, D. Hey, just 5-6. It's just me and you. 56, the mic, boys. 56. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Andy Dalton. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
From the gun, Dalton. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Dalton's throw taken in by Lamb. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 368. Defense, keep it up, guys. Like 56. 368. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
This will be Dalton again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
You're trash. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Target.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
It's a game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saunter through under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Andy Dalton.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Cooper's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Kill. 368. Kill. Turn up. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll run it with Elliott, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Zerline to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.